Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. A friend's enemy is our friend. This truly applies to India-Afghanistan relations, as mentioned by a famous writer and a poet. As we have recently seen in the standoff between Pakistan and Afghanistan, in which Pakistan launched airstrikes against the Taliban government, and there was a round of exchange of fire between both the countries, although a ceasefire was established. And we see that recently India has engaged with Taliban rulers, and it recently hosted its foreign affairs minister in our country. And currently they have raised the level of engagement to that of an embassy after it was shut down in 2021 following the collapse of Afghan government and rolling back of the Taliban. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about history. When India got independence in 1947, Afghanistan was among the several governments which recognized India's sovereignty. Kabul and Kandahar were famous trade centers that passed through the Silk routes, and India has deep historical, cultural, and people to people ties with Afghanistan. There are various points of concerns between both the countries, such as security. There are many terrorist groups which operate from Taliban. Taliban itself is a terrorist group, so there are security concerns. We do not have direct access to Afghanistan via land, as Pakistan settles in between. Taliban doesn't give proper rights to its citizens, and most importantly, there are no education rights for its women citizens. That's an issue. Ladies and gentlemen, India has helped the Afghanistan government since history. In 2001, it helped in establishing its parliament building. We have the Salam Dam project, and various non-lethal weapons such as aircrafts and transport helicopters have been given to Afghanistan over a long period of time. How do we solve the existing issues? Taliban government should be ensured that it follows inclusivity, gives women rights, equal rights to women, and ensures that people are represented well enough. It should make sure that it stays as a trustable and reliable government and engages efficiently with the other nations. And it should also make sure that it doesn't let its land to be used for territorial purposes. Thank you, Jai Hind. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Today I'm going to talk about something which is now going to be known as the oil of the 21st century. I'm going to talk about a resource whose significance has risen, seeing the global geopolitics and global dynamism. I'm talking about a term that is called rare earth elements. As we see from the name itself, it's very rare in the Earth's crust. So rare earth elements are basically 7 metallic elements such as scandium, yttrium, and 15 lanthanides. Although their amounts in the Earth's crust are huge, but their extraction has been very limited because of the damages and energy intensive process it involves. Their application lies in various domains such as smartphones, laptops, missiles, and radar systems, and these form the basics and basis of modern technology. Talking about the global scenario, China dominates more than 60 to 70% of global production and 80% of global extraction. So it becomes really important for other countries to come into picture and see how its supply chains are moved. As seen in 2010, when China reduced the production and exportation of these earth minerals, it caused huge losses and prices to rocket up. As a result, now the countries are coming forward and establishing alliances in order to ensure supply chains go smooth.
So various alliances have been formed, such as the Quad, which includes India, Australia, Japan, and US. They have also come forward to form supply chains for rare earth elements. Australia has huge reserves, US and Japan have extensive technology, and India has great refineries. Many African countries, such as Congo, have also come forward along with many Southeast Asian nations to establish supply chains. Along with this, we have Mineral Support Partnership, which was established in 2022 as a great initiative. India has more than 6.9 million tons of rare earth elements, and the newly found rare earth elements in the Jammu Kashmir province was a great milestone. Even in the Atmanirbhar Bharat initiative of the Indian government wants to improve its rare earth elements and do significantly in the green technology. Thank you, Jai Hind.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Happy Deepavali to all of you. So, today I'm going to talk about the festivals of India. India is a land of diversity, and this diversity finds its expression through the way we celebrate our festivals. The festivals of a country are of different types. Some are associated with different religions and cultures, and we have seasonal festivals and national festivals. The main point of celebrating festivals is bringing together people from different backgrounds under one common roof. And these festivals have played a key role in uniting all the Indians together and promoting fraternity and brotherhood among them. There are several festivals which commemorate protection of environment and forests, so they are important for social awareness, while there are some other festivals which boosts the economy of a country such as Raksha Bandhan and Diwali and Holi, in which people make lot of money by selling the products used in those festivals. The different types of festivals that are celebrated in India include Diwali, which is the festival of lights, and it commemorates the victory of Lord Rama against the devil Ravana. We have Holi, which is the festival of colors. We have Raksha Bandhan, Buddh Purnima, and Ganesh Chaturthi, which is celebrated worldwide as famous festivals. Some other festivals of different religions are such as Christmas, which commemorates the birth of Lord Jesus, and who was a messenger of God and he spread peace. We have several seasonal festivals such as Baisakhi in the North India, Onam in Kerala, right. Other than this, we also have various national festivals such as Independence Day, Republic Day, and Gandhi Jayanti. Talking about the global context now, because Indian diaspora is spread whole world, most of the festivals are being celebrated worldwide. Diwali is one of them. It is really famous in other countries, and we also saw that in Kumbh Mela we had lakhs of visitors who came from different countries to become a part of this religious festival. The future of Indian festivals is going to be very different owing to the technology change which is happening. It is our responsibility to come together and celebrate them considering safety first. Thank you, Jai Hind. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is the time when countries are fighting for resources and for self identification. And this is the time when whole world is coming against each other, in when we see major countries fighting against each other. So it becomes really important to discuss how the fighting system is evolving over time, and we have seen that nuclear weapons and drones and missiles have become very important and crucial during this point of time. So today I would like to talk about the missile program of India and the global context. India has no first use policy, so it clearly mentions that it uses its missiles only for peaceful purposes, for deterrence, and for self defense. India has come a long way from developing basic missiles in 1983 to advanced weapon systems, and it basically started in 1960s under ISRO's guidance. And in 1983 it was a significant step when integrated guided missile development program was launched, under which various missiles of different ranges and types were introduced, such as Agni, Prithvi, and Nag. So we have missiles of different types and varied ranges from 1200 kilometers to 12,000 kilometers intercontinental ballistic missiles. India boosts its feature of self reliance, in which we are developing missiles technology in our homeland, which gives a lot of economic opportunities to the people of India. It helps in the national security at a time when countries are involved in fights against each other. It becomes really difficult to fulfill other countries' commitments. So it is better when we develop these missiles indigenously. Now, talking about some global context, there are very few countries which had dedicated programs of missiles. Countries such as India, China, Russia, USA, UK, and France have well defined programs. China has more than 2,000 ballistic missiles and intercontinental ballistic missiles, as well as cruise missiles such as JF 41s. Pakistan, though, has limited number of missiles, but it is continuously evolving and developing. It has various missiles, the major ones being Gauri and Shaheen. The future of missile technology of India, with the integration of artificial intelligence and cybersecurity, is evolving, and the world is seeing how advanced it can go in missile technology. It becomes very important for India to explore its more options. Thank you, Jai Hind. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Today I am going to talk about a very important aspect of geopolitics, and I'm going to talk about a topic that has been a point of concern, and it has been a flashpoint in the recent news for various reasons. And it is one of the most important waterway in the Pacific Ocean. So you would have gotten the clue, it's South China Sea. So South China Sea, as I mentioned, is a very important waterway in the Pacific Ocean, through which one third of international trade passes. So it is a really very important trade route. It has great significance in terms of trade. Then it has 12% of the total world fish market. So in fish market it plays a key role. Other than this, it has great energy resources, and as all the world is moving towards natural gas and CNG, so it becomes really important from that point of view as well. Ladies and gentlemen, there are various countries that are fighting for resources in the South China Sea, such as Vietnam, Philippines, and Brunei and Indonesia, while there is China, which stands rigid and citing historical maritime routes. It tells that entire South China Sea belongs to China, while the other countries have come forward, and India has also changed its stance from becoming a neutral country to now actively participating in various military exercises, because it has also known that being neutral doesn't get any fruit. And India also aspires to be a global leader now, and in order to be this, it has to stop its neutral stance and come forward. So it has already done this. In 2019 it became a part of various important exercises that were conducted in the South China Sea. Similarly, in 2023 in Asian military exercises it participated, and recently when Philippines president visited India, after that two naval ships of Indian Coast Guard also went for an important military exercise. Now, what is the reason of this changed stance of India? It is having a say in the international geopolitics. US as a push factor, which wants to push India to put its voice forward and ensure that all the countries have equal share in the South China Sea. Then India also wants to access the resources that are present in South China Sea. Now, what can be done to enhance South China Sea's visit? It is in having an international rules based freedom of navigation. Thank you, Jain. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Today I'm going to discuss a very important aspect of our nation's defense and security. At a time when world grapples with wars, it becomes very important to know that how a country produces its defense equipments. A world, a war cannot be fought by depending on other nations. This has been made very clear in the ongoing conflicts between Russia and Ukraine and Israel and Hamas. So today I'm going to talk about self-reliance in the defense sector by our country. So traditionally our country has been importing its equipments from other nations, but now the scenario has changed. Now it has not only been creating defense equipments for itself, it has also been exporting the defense equipments. We have a strong market of 1.25 lakh crores production for exports. Various defense equipments and aircrafts such as LCH Prachand, even the fifth generation fighter jet, that is AMCA, it is also going to be produced indigenously. Along with this, we have INS Nistar, which is a fast patrol vessel. We have INS Udaygiri and various interceptor boats that are going to be produced indigenously. Recently, Philippines has demanded India's BrahMos missile system, seeing its efficiency in the recent India-Pakistan standoff. So India stands strong when it comes to self-reliance in the defense sector. There are various programs of the Indian government, such as the Make in India initiative in the defense sector, started in 2014. It has given a strong boost and has laid the foundations of this strong vision. We have Defense Acquisition Procedure 2020, which has been initiated to ease the reforms and the streamline the procurement process. We have also launched the Strigen portal, which lists the imported items that have to be indigenized, and more than 4,000 items listed there have been indigenously developed now. There are many advantages such as increased domestic production, increase of economic resources, self-reliance, enhanced national security, as when we produce ourselves there is less chances of supply chain disruptions. As future measures, we can have more technology and research. There can be a great integration between the MSMEs and defense sector, and India will shine greatly. Thank you, Jai Hind. Jai Hind, everyone. In the picture shown to us, I have perceived 4 characters. All are males and in a positive mood. They are in the age group of 22 to 24 years. And the action of my story is participating in the placement drive. Rohan was a 23-year-old graduate who found out an opening for associate product manager's role. He applied for the same and went for the placement drive. The first round was of group discussion and they were divided into different groups. Rohan puts forward logical points and supports them with data, facts and figures. He clears the group discussion round and then moves to the technical round, in which he showcases the technical projects that he has done in his college. Finally, in the HR round, he mentions his willingness to work in that role and also demonstrates how he performed several team building activities during his college life. Finally, he was selected for the job interview and he thanks the organizer and feels really happy for he was selected for the desired role. Thank you, Jai Hind.